Hey everybody, it's Melissa. I just came back from a New York trip a couple days ago and I did something there a couple times that a majority of people wouldn't do. So I went to get my massage done a couple times and I left my gold jewelry on. And typically, whenever I've talked to people that wear gold, they always say, "Oh, I would never wear my gold to a massage parlor because I don't want them pushing on it. I don't want the oils getting on it." And on this channel, I have made several reviews and update videos, 1 month, 2 month, 3 months, 6 months, on how the gold chains are holding up as I daily wear them. If you're new to my channel, I daily wear this 22 karat solid gold chain from Hawaii Rope Chains. It's 1.7 millimeters and it sits at 18 inches. And on it is my newest St. Christopher pendant from Monet. This is solid 24 karat. And on my neck underneath here is my Jacoji 22 karat heavy link sitting at 16 inches, and this is 4 millimeters. Now, I have said so many times in my videos that daily wearing these pieces are not a problem at all, and I really did put them to the test this trip because during that massage, both masseuses were really getting in on my neck because there's a lot of knots there. So these pieces were being pushed, and I've gotten so many comments from people that are like, "Oh, your chains are gonna snap. If I even squeeze one of the links, then it's probably just gonna break because 22 karat is so soft, 24 karat is so soft." And y'all, they look the same. All right, I'm gonna show you what they look like up close. And if you want, you can compare them to the other videos that I've posted here on my channel on how they look. And by the way, I don't get my jewelry cleaned. They get cleaned when I get cleaned, meaning that they get cleaned when I'm in the shower. So this is my Franco, and there is no like soap scum on it or any massage oil on it, and they were just like all over this piece. And I know people that are really like into gold, like when it comes to the finish and the polish of it, would probably never do what I did because they're so worried about, you know, a scratch or a nick or a scuff or something happening to it when somebody is constantly putting their hands and applying pressure to the necklace, right? And even this clasp right here is still holding up really nicely. Let me see if I can find a way. The 22 karat is going to be right here on the bottom side. It's really small. I doubt you could see it. I have other videos and YouTube shorts where I look at it more up close in case you guys want to check that out on my channel. But you see how tiny this clasp is? And they were pushing all over this thing, and look, it's still here. It's still intact, all right? It's perfectly fine. I'm gonna show you what the heavy link looks like. And again, if you're newer to my channel, I wear these all the time. They hardly come off my neck. The only times they really come off my neck, if I'm gonna keep it real with you, are when I'm doing these reviews, or if I'm reviewing other pieces and I have to show you what it looks like. But I sleep in these, shower, pools, beaches, jacuzzis. They don't tarnish, they don't fade because they are solid gold. And I want to just dispel the myth that you can't daily wear high purity here in the States, because like in Asia, they do it all the time. But here, for some reason, jewelers have really convinced people that, oh, you can't daily wear that. You need to stick to 10 karat, 14 karat. It's tougher, it's better, but that's just gold mixed with other cheap alloys like copper and silver and, you know, all of that. So you can easily wear these pieces daily if you want to. You have to remember that they're on your neck, all right? They're not bracelets and rings that are going to be constantly banging on tables or doorways. And even with that, I haven't really gotten into rings yet. It's something that I've been looking at, but I would still choose a high purity ring over like a 14 karat, a 10 karat, even an 18 karat personally, just because this is kind of more of my groove now, and I just would much rather prefer that. If you want the 10 to 18, you can absolutely do that. But for me, I don't really find it to be much of an issue. And again, these are on your neck, so they're not going to be getting as roughed up. If anything, they'll just get roughed up by each other because I layer them constantly. But I don't know, I don't really see any crazy visible scratches on this thing. But at the same, as I'm looking at it right now, but at the same time, I'm not constantly looking, and I'm not too anal about, oh my God, it scratched, it did this. Like, I feel like that would stress you out if you're constantly looking for those things, because once you find one scratch, it's just gonna get in your mind, and all of that. But here it is. No regrets. Put these things to the test, you know. And like I said, even with these links, right, I would get comments from people saying, oh yeah, like I could just squeeze that like with half my effort and that thing is gonna just snap, but it didn't. And even this clasp right here is not the best clasp, all right? It's not a lobster claw, it's just your typical small clasp right here. And it's holding up pretty well. I got this chain back in December of 2022. This one was earlier. I think, was it November? October? I can't remember. But this chain's probably been with me for like 5 to 6 months. Again, daily worn. This one for about 3 months. This pendant is the baby of my collection. It hasn't had the experience of the other pieces yet, but it has been worn by me ever since I got it. So weight-wise, this I believe is 40 grams when I last weighed it. Oh, I have a scale right here. Let's weigh this out just to be sure, because I know people really want to know the weight for all good reasons. Okay, let me wait for this to zero out. So I'm just doing the heavy link again, 16 inches, 4 millimeters, 22 karat, 40.8 grams. And let me just weigh this necklace. I will weigh it with the pendant. I know the pendant is 6.9 grams, which is much more than I expected. So the small Frango and the pendant are, oops, where is it? 16.4 grams. So I honestly, I love both of these pieces. And here's the thing, y'all. Whenever you're on YouTube in particular, the only people that you will hear say you can't daily wear high purity jewelry are the jewelers I mentioned before, right? That are trying to get some money off of you. And people that haven't daily worn it, but they're just regurgitating what they heard on the internet or regurgitating what they heard from jewelers. But they themselves have not actually experienced it and they don't know what it's like. They are just, again, repeating what other people are saying, right? But when I ask them, oh, how was it when you wore it? They're like, well, I never have. So coming from somebody that has experience with this and has worn these pieces in all sorts of weather, I've exercised in these, I like hot, cold, whatever, like jacuzzis, pools, like I said in the beginning, they've been perfectly fine. They're not really that, they are not gonna snap, is basically what I'm saying. But I don't have any regrets, and I don't think I made a mistake wearing it in a massage parlor, because obviously these can handle it. And for me, it's just not really something that I am concerned with. And I have to say, as I'm fiddling with the end glass here, it keeps slipping between my fingers, man. Here, you know what? Let me just hold it here just in case y'all want to see some more of it. But let me tell you, these pieces in person, incredible. There's people around me, whether they're strangers or people that know me, I have gotten complimented from both those groups of people in person. Just because I know online it's easy for people in trolls to say, oh, it looks fake. But when you're actually in person and you catch your eye on one of these, it is just so rich. I've had people come up to me that aren't into jewelry that are just wowed by my pieces. And they ask, where did you get that? I've never seen a gold necklace like that. And then when I tell them what it is, they're like, oh, that's what gold looks like? I didn't know that. I thought it was like a pale color, right? Because that's what we're used to seeing is the 10 karat and the 14 karat. That's, I think the 10 carats are around 41.7% solid gold. And the rest of it is mixed with the cheap alloys, right? And 14 karat is 58.5%. And again, please, I am not dogging on low purity, all right? There's a lot of snobs here that I don't stand with, where they're like, whenever someone is showing a piece that they enjoy and it happens to be 10 karat or 14, they're like, oh, that's fake gold, that's not real. Get on something real like this. Like, there's no need for all that. It's kind of lame, you know, to kind of be a snob like that. Let people enjoy what they want to enjoy and what they can afford. It's not really that big of a deal, right? But I've just received all these sorts of comments from people in person that really, really love both of these. They are standout pieces, and when you do get your eyes on them in person, it's just like, even for me, I remember seeing them and I was just wowed. I was like, geez, I've never seen something that looked like this before. And, you know, you're getting with 22 karat, you're getting around 91% solid gold. 24 karat, obviously 99.99%. Some people just round it up to 100%. But yeah, guys, I No complaints whatsoever. I'm gonna keep wearing these in daily situations and even, vacations, everything, in the beach, just because I want to see how these hold up. And I haven't really seen other YouTube reviews where people are constantly reviewing their high purity with daily things. I know that there's people that review these pieces, but they just keep them locked away in a box and just bring them out for special occasions. But if you're somebody like me that just wants to have a signature piece that people know you by and associate with you, then, this would probably be the series for you. And for all the people that are looking to get into gold chains, even silver pieces, I have that on my channel as well. But I would get DMs from people saying, oh, I don't know what style to get. I'm so torn between these two. And if you're someone that is torn between what pendant to wear, because I know pendants are, they kind of, people they get stuck between a couple, right? And honestly, just make it add to your personality. There's been athletes that tell me that they like wearing their number, their jersey number as their pendant. There's people that like to go with religious pieces. I see a lot of crucifixes. I see a lot of Buddhas. Other people like me, I like my saint pendant. There's also people that like crystals, healing crystals, their zodiac, sports and all of that. You know what I mean? So, or even like nameplates are really big as well. So just tailor it to what you like, something that you yourself would be proud of. In this regard, I would ignore going for what's trending. I know that, of course, you want to kind of get in with what's the trend, right? But when it comes to a signature piece that you want to rock, you want it to be something that is about you. You know what I mean? That that gives the people an idea of the kind of person you are and just embodies that. And that will always be timeless. You would always, for me, I would always choose timeless over trend. So again, that's just my opinion on it. But the last thing I'm going to say is this: when it comes to solid gold, high purity pieces, is I got this, like I said, from Jacoji, this Franco from Hawaii Rope Chains, this pendant from Monet. I would highly recommend going to places that have the reputation, that have good quality. Because of course, if you're at a local sketchy jeweler and they have a 22 karat piece, a 23 karat piece, and it breaks on you, you're probably going to blame it on the purity of the gold, when in fact, it's the fact that the jeweler took shortcuts and their pieces are kind of shit quality, So the places I recommend have a renowned reputation. I have purchased from all of those places and I love them. And there's so many reviews that you can find on YouTube with other people that have bought from them as well. So get it from a trustworthy place and, wear it in good health. That's basically all I have to say about it. I can't wait to do more reviews on these pieces for you all. And let me know in the comment section what y'all are rocking on a daily basis. If you're somebody that keeps it on, kind of like myself, where you don't really take them off your neck or anything. And I will put a discount code for Hawaii Rope Chains in case it's not an affiliate link, y'all. I don't get anything off the back end with that, but the owner did reach out and he saw that a lot of my followers were going and purchasing things. So he's like, you want a discount code for them just in case they want to use it? So the discount code is Melissa. Save yourself some money. There's already free shipping with that. Again, I'm not getting paid to say that or anything, but I do love Hawaii Rope Chains. I love the price. I love the quality. And same with Jacoji and Monet. All right. I hope y'all have a great day and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.